Every Spider-Man Ever presents Amazing Spider-Man issue 39. In a secret base, the Green Goblin is plotting vengeance. Enough time has passed for him to surprise Spider-Man, and he plans to learn Spidey's secret identity and reveal it to the world. And what is Spider-Man up to? Well, he has a cold, so he goes to see a doctor. The doctor gives him some medicine, but also gives him a warning. Peter's Aunt May is still weak and recovering from her surgery. She's so weak that any sudden shock would prove fatal. But hey, it's a good job that Peter leads a quiet, unassuming existence, right? Peter is so worried about his aunt that he blanks Flash Thompson and Gwen Stacy, who are so desperately trying to be nice to him at college. And after his father, Norman Osborn, is rude and dismissive to Harry, Harry does the same blanking. Kindly, Peter reaches out to Harry at the science lab, and even though Harry snaps at him, Harry soon apologizes and a friendship starts to blossom. Later, as Spider-Man, Peter sees a robbery on the roof of a building. It seems like a super obvious crime, almost a trap, almost begging for a Spider-Man intervention, but he dives in anyway, taking down the goons with ease. He's eventually able to move the criminals away from the elevator, giving the public a chance to escape before he remembers his aunt at home and how a shock might kill her, and how Peter coming home injured would absolutely be a shock. He stops long enough to give the criminals a chance to fire a gas at Spidey, a gas that will weaken all of his senses, including his spider sense, at least according to the Green Goblin, who is spying on the situation from the skies above. But it doesn't weaken Spidey's punches, and Spider-Man quickly defeats the criminals and takes photographs for the Bugle. As he decostumes and returns to his regular clothes, Peter worries about the gas, worried why it didn't work or worried that it might have. And he doesn't notice the looming presence of the Green Goblin, who now learns that Spider-Man is just a kid. And, after Peter goes into the Bugle, makes peace with Ned Leeds by officially letting Betty go, and makes money from Jonah by selling his photos, Green Goblin's spying equipment allows him to discover Spider-Man's real name, Peter Parker. And so, at Peter's house, the Green Goblin descends from the sky and reveals his information. Worried that Aunt May may look outside and die, Peter springs into action, but quickly realizes that he's not wearing his web shooters, and so he's caught in a black cloud that the Goblin fires at him. It's a fortunate cloud, because it's at that exact moment that Aunt May does look out the window and sees only fog, and not the fight that's going on behind it. Peter is able to dodge some of the Green Goblin's attacks, but he's eventually blinded by sparks and caught in a gas grenade's explosion. He's stunned long enough for the Goblin to tie him up in steel rope and lift him unmasked into the sky. The Goblin flies him on his glider to the waterfront, to his secret base, and monologues to the captured youth, angry at the very idea that Spider-Man might have beaten him, calling their past encounters accidents. But since Peter will be dead soon, he may as well know the identity of the man who killed him, and so the Green Goblin takes off his mask and reveals the face of Norman Osborn, Harry Osborn's dad. Surprise! Thanks for watching, and while you decide what to watch next, here's a fun fact about this issue. Since this is the first issue of Spider-Man without Steve Ditko, Stan Lee takes this as an opportunity to fix Peter's relationships. You'll notice that he makes up with Ned Leeds and that he's starting to make friends in college.